Hey guys, what's up? It's JR Cuber, and it's that time of year again to do an end of the year cube collection video. Now, a few disclaimers before the video starts. I am holding my mic and my camera at the same time, so if there is some camera shake and some weird audio noises, it's probably just from the handheld movements. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So on the top shelf of the very far right bookshelf, we have all of my main puzzles. So starting from the back here, these are all of my backup puzzles. That's the Dian 2x2, that's the Moyu Hualong. This 4x4 here is the one 4x4 that came out, I forgot what it's called. That is the Huatrong, that is the Outrong, and that is the Cyclone Boy, so I5. That is the Pillowed Cubic Aofu, and that is the Shengxiao Pyraminx. That is my main Pyraminx since I did lose my primary Moyu Pyraminx. I don't know where it went, but I don't do Pyraminx, so it doesn't really matter. Now here we come to all of my main puzzles. These are the cubes that I use all of the time. We have the Moyu Lingpo 2x2. I don't use the Dian, mainly just because my Dian isn't that great. And then we have my OH main, which is the Moyu Mini Weilong. And then my 3x3 main, which is the Moyu Aolong V2. Then my main 4x4, which is the Mini Aosu. Then my main 5x5, which is the Yushin 5x5, the Aoshi 6x6, and the Cubic Aofu, the Moyu Scube, and the Moyu Yuhu Megaminx. Or is that, yeah, it's the YJ Yuhu Megaminx. Anyways, moving on down to the next shelf. So this next shelf down includes all of my limited edition puzzles. So we have there in the far back the transparent red Megaminx ball, then in the front the transparent blue Megaminx ball, and that is the regular transparent Megaminx ball. Then we have my Jade Puzzles, that is the Jade 3x3, and that is the Jade Pyraminx. In the back is the limited edition 30th anniversary wooden 3x3. Then we have one of my favorite puzzles, which is the metallic green Ghost Cube. That is limited edition, and I really, really love it. Then next to that is the Edison Cube, and then these are my magics. I have my regular magic, my GR Cuber magic, my black and white magic, and my clear magic. So now coming down to the bottom shelf, we have all of my gear puzzles and my barrels. So with the gear cube starting from the far left, we have the gear cube, the gear shift, the David gear cube, the gear change, the Teamer gear octahedron, and the gear ball. Then we have my barrels. We have the 5x5 barrel in the front and the massive 10x10 barrel in the back. Okay, so moving on up to the next bookcase. So on the left side of the shelf, we have the 3x3x2 split cube. I believe it's called something like that. Then just a regular 3x3x2, a Rubik's brand 3x3, a 3x3x4, my first handmade 3x3x5, 3x3x6, no 3x3x7, but we do have a 3x3x9, my first 3x3x5 that I handmade, and then the 2x2x1. So coming on down to the next shelf on the left side, we have all of these really small puzzles. So in the back here, we have a bunch of 1x1s, also a 2x2x3, a 1x1x3, and a 1x1x2. In the back there is the Xbox Cube, the 1x1 Pyraminx, and then this is the smaller 1x1 from the Cubicle, with the one with the JR Cuber logo. That one is the bigger one from the Cubicle. That one in the middle is my original tiled 1x1, and then that's the 1x1 from E3 Cube Store. And then these mini 3x3s in the front, we have a Maru mini 3x3, a 1980s Rubik's brand 3x3, and the Maru Nano Cube. Then coming on over here, we have my three 4x4 Fisher cubes, the transparent pink one, the transparent blue one, and the black one. And then in the back there is a Rubik's clock. Over here we have three more of my bigger cuboids, the 4x4x5, the 5x5x4, and then in the back there is the 4x4x6. So then coming on down to the very bottom shelf, we have a lot of 3x3 shape mods. In the back there we do have my 2x2x5, and then the two twist cubes, the regular twist cube, and the Fisher twist. Then this is my shape mod tower. At the very top of it we have a mirror blocks, and then on the next level down we have a black crazy Yilang and a purple crazy Yilang. And then on the bottom is a Fisher cube, an Axis cube, and a latch cube. In the back there we have a crazy foot cube, and this is a Siamese cube. Okay, so moving on from this shelf over to the first tall shelf. This one is the narrow tall shelf, and we'll go ahead and start from the very top all the way up here. So in the back there we have a Porsche Design promotional cube, and then all the way back there in the middle is a crazy 4x4. That is a Disney cube, And then in the front we have a Dian Megaminx in stickerless with ridges and a Fengxi Megaminx. So then the second shelf down, in the back we have the Dreidel 3x3 and the Moyu Wheel of Time, the Hexaminx, and then the Curvy Copter and the Curvy Copter Plus in the front. So then continuing to move on down, here we have my corner turning section. So we have a bunch of scubes in the front. That one is a Fengxi Scube, that one is a Lan Scube, there's another Fengxi Scube, and a Moyu Scube. And then in the back there we have a Dino Cube variant, I really kind of forget what it's called, and then just a normal Dino Cube and a Rex Cube. So then moving on down from that shelf we have all of my Pyraminx type puzzles. In the back we have my stickerless Dian Pyraminx and my Moyu Pyraminx. Then in the front we have a black Dian Pyraminx, and then in the middle is a Crazy Pyraminx. I don't think that's what it's called. I think it's the Master Pyraminx, and then the Professor Pyraminx. And then we'll keep on going down. These are some more obscure type puzzles that don't really fit into any category. That is the 2x2 shapeshifting dodecahedron. That is the 4x4 Traber's octahedron, a Snake Cube. That is the Dian Gem, the Pyraminx Crystal, and the Spare Part Cube. And then on the very bottom shelf, we just have one cube, which is the massive 18 centimeter 3x3. Okay, so moving on to the two tall, wide shelves now. And we will start with this one. This is where we start to get into the speed cubes. So on the top shelf here, we start with the 2x2 Mirror Blocks cubes. And then we have the MF8 Square 1, the Tripoom 4x4x2, then the Star Cube, I forget who makes that, the regular black Megaminx ball that's been stickered to actually be a Hexaminx ball. Then I have two Diansheng puzzles, the regular sized one and the mini one, and then the 3x3 Megamorphics. Then moving on down to the next shelf, we have the transparent stickerless Lingpo and the transparent stickerless Yulong. And then we have two V-Cubes, the V-Cube 3 and the V-Cube 4. These are two mini Zanshis, the 50mm one and the 42mm one. And then over here we have the Lego Cube, and then the Concave Cube, and the Oscar's Treasure Chest. So moving on down, this is where we have a lot of 2x2s and 4x4s. So starting on the left side in the back, we have a stickerless Dian 2x2, a Cyclone Boys 2x2, the Fengxi Aurora 2x2, and the Moyu Tangpo 2x2. Then in the front we have the three Fengxi 2x2s. One of them is the Xinyu. I'm pretty sure that's this one. And then this one is the Xishuang, and this one is the 55mm Xishuang. Now for these 4x4s, these are actually all ordered in the time that they came out. So on the very left side, we have the Fengxi 4x4 version 3, then the Fengxi 4x4 version 4, and the Fengxi 4x4 version 5 is in another spot. Here we have the Moyu Weisu, another Weisu, the Aosu, another Aosu, the Cyclone Boys 4x4, and the Yushin 4x4. Then moving on down, we have all of the Fengxi puzzles. So these are the Fengxi 3x3 version 1s. We have a black and a white one that are in prime conditions, and then black and white ones that have been lubed and stickered properly, and then a fully broken in black one. And here we have the white-bodied one with the black caps, mini Fengxi V1, and this one is the same except it's got a transparent body with black caps. Then just a full black mini one. That one is the Fengxi V2. And that one is the Fengxi V2 in primary plastic. And then that is the new Fengxi. Again, I sort of forgot the name of that one. Down here we have all of my Moyu puzzles. Starting from the left, these are ordered in chronological order of when they were released. So this one is the Taiyan. This is the Guhong V1. This is the Lingyun. This is the Lanhui. This is the Zanshi. This is the Panchi. And this is the Guhong V2. Then over here we just have some more Dian puzzles. This is another Zanshi. These are two more Lanhuis. That's a really bad one, and that is a Lubix one. That one is a stickerless Guhong V2. And then this is the original plastic Zanshi, which can be hard to find these days, but I got a really good price on mine. So then moving on down to the very bottom shelf, we have a collection of 3x3 through 13x13. The only one missing is the 10x10 because that is the 10x10 barrel. But it's actually kind of nice because if the 10x10 was in here, then the rest of them wouldn't fit. So starting from the left, we have the Maru CX3, then the Fengxi V5, the Fengxi 5x5, the Fengxi 6x6, the mini Fengxi 7x7, Fengxi 8x8 and 9x9, Yushin 11x11, and Moyu 13x13. Okay, so moving on to the very last bookshelf. Now this entire bookshelf is actually all 3x3s. So I might miss some of these, but anyway, let's just go through it. So starting at the top, we have the Ganz Puzzles, and it actually turns out these are a little bit out of order. That is the Ganz V2, and that is the Ganz V1, and then the Ganz V3 and the Ganz 356. Then this is the Yushin 3x3, the Maru CX3S, and then the two Cyclone Boys puzzles, the Feiwu and the Strengthened version, and then the two New Island puzzles. So this is the Thunderclap, and then that one is the New Island Phoenix. In this shelf, we have all of my Yulongs. So these are the colored ones, the white, yellow, red, orange, blue, and green Yulongs. And then we have some more over here. We have the black one, the regular stickerless one, and then the stickerless bright one. Moving on down to the next shelf, we have all of my Moyu 3x3s that are not on the other shelves. And these are also all arranged in hopefully chronological order. I'm pretty sure I got almost all of these right. So starting on the left, we have the Huanying, and then the Weilong. This one is the YJ Qilong, so technically not a Moyu puzzle, but still sort of the same. Then the Liying, the Weilong V2, the Dianma, the Aolong V1, the Aolong V2. This one in particular is the Cubicle Premium Aolong V2. That one is the Guanlong, and then the Tanglong, and then the Aolong GT. Okay, so the very last shelf. This shelf is all of the extra Moyu and subsidiary brands of Moyu and YJ cubes. So that includes the Kong's Design Puzzles and all of that kind of thing. So starting off here, we have the two Kong's Design Puzzles. I forget what this one is called, but I know this one is the Meiying. I totally forgot the name of that one. And these are some more Aolongs. These are just two stock Aolongs. I think one of them has my original Aolong V2 core. That is the original batch Aolong V2. And that's a mini Aolong V1. Then over here, we just have some other Moyu 3x3s. This is a transparent Weilong, a primary plastic Weilong, another Liying, and that is another original Aolong V1. And that's it. That is my entire collection. That is all of it. Again, sorry about some audio and video problems that you might see throughout this video. And at the end, I was getting pretty tired from holding the camera, and so there was quite a bit of camera shake. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did like it, then give this video a like. And if you haven't already done so, like my Facebook page, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and of course, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.